let's talk about the state of Jordans right now. Honestly, I think right now is the best time to buy Jordans. Let's just be real. And let's be honest, if you've been around long enough, you know exactly what I mean. We're talking about the time when all of the hype has finally died down. It's actually crazy because you can actually like buy freaking Jordan drops. Like they're sitting at the malls now, which is pretty crazy. If you go back like just 5 years ago, you couldn't even find a pair of freaking Jordan 1 mids in the store or freaking Jordan 1 lows. I know I haven't bought a pair of Jordans in a while. Like honestly, the last time was probably like a year ago, and it was a pair of Red 11s that I gifted my dad for his birthday. But I still have love for the Jordans. Like if you guys been subscribed to the channel for a while now, probably since when I started YouTube, so like 2019, 2020, I started off this whole YouTube thing like just doing Jordan reviews. I did do like a whole bunch of other brands, but it was mainly just Jordan shoes. You know, of course, like the retros and stuff. I was really big on like Jordan 1s and 4s. My favorite model is the Jordan 5, so I still have two pair of Jordans in my collection. One of them being a grail of mine, a shoe that kind of started my whole interest in the sneaker game. I don't really count the second pair of Jordans I have because me and my dad share the same shoe size, so we pretty much share every shoe together. But I just keep it displayed in my room because it looks cool here. These babies right here, man. These are '07 Laser 5s. They dropped back in 2007. These, oh my goodness. This is the only pair of Jordans I have left in the collection. And I'm never gonna sell them just because they really mean a lot to me. My sneaker grail, well, one of them at least. I was just fortunate enough to find a pair through a seller. These were crumbling actually, so these actually have a sole swap on them. I mean, you kind of need a sole swap with any sneaker that's like older than 10 years because over time the materials start to go pretty bad. So definitely recommend if you do have a shoe that's like over 10 years old, you should check if the midsole is still stable and all that. But yeah, these 5s were sole swapped. A really big like sign if your shoe is about to crumble, especially with 5s, is air bubble unit will start to like kind of fog up. If you see a little like fogginess in the air bubble, yeah, your shoe's in trouble, bro. I can't lie. These are the only pair of Jordans I have left in my sneaker rotation. Eventually in the future, when I start making like more money and all that, I do kind of want to get all my old grails back or old sneakers that I had back in the day. It's crazy because like if you go back to like my old videos back in like 2021, man, I was freaking holding around like 70 pairs of Jordans, which is pretty crazy, I can't lie. Not gonna lie, one of the main reasons why I sold most of my pairs was because that time I was going to school. I just graduated high school. I graduated high school in 2020. Honestly, there was no point in having 70 pairs of freaking shoes, man. Most of them, like 90% of my collection back then was all Jordan, which is crazy. I had like 70, I think the most I ever had was like 81 pairs. That's freaking crazy, man. Like, let's be real, like I'm only wearing like maybe 10, maybe I'm pushing it if I say like 15 pairs. I was probably wearing like 10 to 15 of those sneakers like in my rotation. So there's really no point of me like having that many pairs of shoes. It looked cool for the, you know, the aesthetic and all that, but I guess I kind of got older and, you know, you take priorities kind of differently and stuff, like money decisions and stuff. It was cool back when I had them, like back in the day. I was only like 18, 19. It really made no sense having that many pairs of shoes. Eventually though, I do want to get some of those pairs back, like my freaking black cement 3s, man. What else I have? Bread 4s, white cement 4s, the 2016 pair and the 2012 pair. I actually miss those shoes. I had fire red. I had two pairs of fire red 3s. I had the new one that they dropped. I think it was the 22 pair or the 23, and then I also had the pair from 2006. Actually, no, I didn't have the Nike Air in the back. I had two other grails that I had in that collection at the time. I think one of them was crumbling. I had the UNC 5s from, I'm gonna say 06, I think. That's a beautiful pair of shoes, I can't lie, but they were crumbling. I just bought them because I got them for like 60 bucks. I also had the Do The Right Thing 3s. Those are one of my grails too. Spike Lee Johns. So yeah, I do miss those pairs, but there's no point. They were about to crumble. Those shoes were donezo, I can't lie. They have a video probably like, I think it was my most recent video before I stopped uploading recently. It was me showing my updated sneaker collection. In that time I only had like 50 pairs, and then I sold like half of them. Can't lie though, I still have like around 40 pairs of shoes. Most of them are just like, you know, everyday kind of type sneakers. We got like casual wear. Like most of them, I'm not gonna lie, most of my shoes now are probably just like collabs with brands like Stussy, Undefeated, Bape. Most of my sneakers now are Adidas. I love Adidas. I have a pair of New Balances still, Solomon's, one pair of Asics I think. Most of them are just Adidas and Nike though. Adidas though, man. Eventually, that's my dream, man. Trying to get sponsored by Adidas, man. These I just haven't worn, but collaboration with Undefeated, but y'all get the point. I just don't have that many pair of Jordans now. I walked in Foot Locker probably like maybe like a week ago. There's black cement 3 sitting. That's so crazy to me because like back then, bro, like if you just go back to like maybe like 4 years ago, those shoes would have been gone by now. Back when I was in high school, I was only like 17. Back when you had to camp out for shoes, lining up at the freaking Foot Locker like 6 a.m. and I was lucky to even get a pair. If not, then it was whatever. I didn't get that cheese. Time flies because back in the day, I used to camp out for sneakers. Like a bunch of my friends. This was during high school. I remember I skipped the first period just to line up for, it wasn't at a Foot Locker, but it was at the Lobster Dunks. And I didn't even get a pair of those. I skipped first period, but I came too late. I guess, yeah, it's cool that Jordans are starting to sit at stores now, but the only downside is the price went up by a bit. Cause I believe like retail and like say like Jordan 4s were like $255-ish plus tax, well Canadian. I think retail on 3s now are like $280. So like you're basically almost paying $300 for a sneaker, which is kind of OD. I guess that's the only downside. But I mean, I think that's good for like us older guys, because like we kind of have like grown man money now, so we can kind of spend on whatever we want and make not smart financial decisions. But hey, I guess it's like one of those situations where it's like it's kind of a win-win for us. Yeah, the hype died down with Jordans and stuff, but the price did go up. But hey, if you've been wanting to grow your collection, like your Jordan, specifically your Jordan collection, now is the best time to buy all those grails. I think the Jordan hype is gonna come back around like it always does. Watch it blow up again, which is crazy. Actually, down the line, I do want to get back into Jordan, so like make more Jordan content. I mean, that's where the channel rooted from, so it'd be kind of sick if I started buying Jordans and stuff again. This is just a short yapping kind of episode, bro, of just me talking about for them older heads that were into Jordans before all the hype. Now was the best time to buy Jordans. Let me know in the comments if y'all are buying Jordans again. What's your favorite Jordan model? All that stuff. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next video, guys.